Hi, my wonderful first graders. It was so great to see you on Monday and Tuesday. Our time is always so short together. I wish we could be together longer. But it's your time for at-home learning. And Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, those are your 3 days that you're going to be doing your work that I gave you at home. So I thought I'd pop on here real quick and just go over it and explain it again. Just make sure that you are doing your best at home and you are practicing and practicing and practicing because practice makes progress. And if you don't practice, you're not going to make progress. And if you don't make progress, you're going to fall behind. And we do not want you to fall behind. So please make sure when you are at home doing your learning, you are doing the best that you can. All right. So I'm going to go over the things that you're going to do Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you're going to get your fluency folder. This is your keep at home folder, okay? When you open up this folder, you will find work in here that will help you become a better reader, okay? And that's what we need to do. We need to get you reading and practicing those words so you can become a better reader. All right, so in the folder, the first thing you're going to see are your pink pages. These are your fry words, all right? So each day you are going to practice your fry words. Now last week, if you should have started this and you did list 1 and you did a really good job on list 1, then you're going to move to list 2. Now, if you did list 1 and there were a lot of words you didn't know, then practice that list again every day until you know all of those words, okay? And remember, when you know those words, you can put a check or highlight them. So you can see right here, Michaela, she knew all these words, so she highlighted them as she was reading them to me. So I was listening to her as she read these words, and she highlighted the ones that she knew. And then we went to list 2 and we did the same thing. She read the words and then she highlighted them if she knew what they were. All right, so make sure you're reading this to someone, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, older brother or sister. And then don't highlight the word unless somebody hears you reading it to them, okay? So don't highlight it by yourself. Highlight it while you're reading the words to somebody. Now, last week I noticed when Michaela was doing her list, we got to list 4, and then I flipped the page and I was like, uh-oh, it says list 9. The copier forgot to copy list 5, 6, 7, and 8. So if you look in your green homework folder, I put that pink page in there. I want you to add it and put it with your fluency stuff, okay? And then you can do list 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, we really want you to get to about 200 to 300 words by the end of first grade. So that would be the first page, this page, and then the other page that I gave you in your pink folder today. So please practice, 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 because practice makes progress, okay? Now, it doesn't matter what order you do this stuff in, okay? But this is the first thing I wanted to show you. The second thing I wanted to show you is getting out your fry phrases, all right? Now, these fry phrases and sentences are all of those words that are on the pink pages, okay? They're just put into little sentences or little phrases. So remember, when you get to this, you're going to read the phrase or the sentence to somebody at home. So you can say number 2. Now, if you knew that, then put a green check. If you didn't know it, or maybe you didn't know one of the words, you can circle that word and then come back to it. But every phrase that you know, you should put a check in that little box or rectangle. And then when you can read that whole page, move to the next page, okay? And then you're going to read those phrases. And when you know them, again, put a check next to them and then flip it over and go to the next one. And keep doing that until you can read all of these phrases, all right? So that's your second thing that you can do at home. All right, the third thing you can do is you can do your fluency pages. Now, the fluency pages start right here with Gus the dog. Now, Gus the dog, you're going to read this story. You can practice it on your own first, and then when someone's ready, you can read it to them, okay? So practice, 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 and then if someone wants to time you to see how fast you can read it, and then you can write down the time on the bottom. And you really want to be reading these stories in a minute or less, okay? If you read it in a minute or a minute and a half, then that's pretty good. You can move on to the next one. But you really want to make sure that you're reading these how you talk, okay? We talk nice and smoothly. We don't talk like this. So you don't want to read like that, okay? So you want to read these nice and smoothly. When you can read this whole thing and you don't have any mistakes and you can read it quickly, then move on to the next one, which is Redbird, Redbird. All right. Again, practice, practice, practice. When you can read this in a minute or maybe a little more or less, then move on to the next one, okay? But you really want to make sure that you're reading these fluently. That means you read how you talk. You're not reading all choppy, you're reading smooth. All right, after that, you have some comprehension pages in here. Those are the blue pages. You're going to pick a story to read every day. You're going to read one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, one on Friday, okay? And then you're going, remember from last week, good readers always read the questions first so they know what they're looking for as they're reading the story. So then read the story, and then once you're done reading the story, answer the questions. Now, if you would like to bring this to me to look at, that's fine. But make sure you don't bring it to me until both sides are done. And then you can rip it out, put it in your green folder, and you can bring it back, okay? So don't forget to do one of these every day. All right, so that's all for the fluency folder. Now, if you look at your organizer, the next thing is your green homework folder. And in that green homework folder, you have math pages. All right. And this week, I believe Mr. Music taught you about bar graphs. So in your green folder, you're going to be doing some review work on how to read and how to make bar graphs. Okay. And then when you're done, just stick those back in the folder and bring those back to school next Monday. And then after you're done with that, you have science and social studies in your folder this week. All right, so you're going to do one science lesson and one social studies lesson. And it doesn't matter what day you do that on. You could do it on Wednesday, you can do it on Thursday, you can do it on Friday, but you can send those to me after you get done doing them. After that, you have a Dr. Seuss's birthday reading room this week. It's his birthday. So we put a whole bunch of Dr. Seuss books on this reading room for you. And you're going to listen to, on Wednesday, one of his books. And then you're going to open up that activity. And whatever it tells you to do, you're going to get out a piece of paper or a journal. And you're going to write down your response. Then you're going to take a picture of it. After that, you're going to click the draft button, okay? And you're going to save it. Then on Thursday, you're going to listen to another Dr. Seuss book, any book that you want on there. And then you're going to do your response, whatever it says to do on Thursday, take a picture of it, and then hit the draft button. And then on the third day, which is Friday, you're going to listen to the third Dr. Seuss book that you want, and then you're going to write your response to it, take a picture, and then on Friday, you can click the green check and then send it to me. But wait till Friday to send it, okay? I want you to send it just once. And then if you have time, you can click the Freckle link and go to Freckle and practice reading and math. And then don't forget about your specials. Your specials teachers would really like you to do their PE, their music, and their art. Okay, they would love to see you and see your art and hear you singing and see you doing some PE. All right, so don't forget about those specials. All right, I think that's it. I cannot wait to see you guys until Monday. All right, that will be our next time together. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week at home. Bye, guys.